Lifers and loved ones, welcome back to the channel. And you know what time it is. And we are leaving the office. Safety first. And I'm here to love on y'all. As always, the love is real and the energy is high. Much respect and appreciation. I ain't gonna waste too much time. We gonna get right into it because I'm back to back like a true champ. By popular demand, you see it up on the screen. So I'm back with another one. We gonna keep this raw. We gonna keep this edited to a minimum. And y'all gonna come get this healing. Y'all gonna come get this healing, come get this understanding, okay? I wanna preface my comments by saying, I am not here to trigger anyone. I'm not here to belittle anyone's experience. I'm not here to deliberately hurt anyone. I'm here to serve. All right. I am not a psychiatrist, a psychologist. I am not a psychoanalyst. All right. I'm not a physician. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a clinical professional. I'm a child of God. I'm a believer. And I'm a human who has lived life, who has some experience to share. That's what I'm here to do. Your feelings are valid, your points of view are valid, and so are mine. And I'm just here sharing myself. No two experiences are exactly alike. Toxicity is what it is, and just as there's light in the world, there's also darkness, and we have to accept that, all right? And I'm here. I'm just here to serve and share myself, that's all. Another random thought. I tend to make sure that the captions are enabled if I don't throw them up on the screen. Sometimes for editing purposes, it can kind of take a while to add those in. But if I don't add the captions in, you know, feel free to use those options in your settings on in the YouTube app. You can go ahead and add the captions so that you can follow along if you're unable to listen. You know, maybe you're looking at it in a place that's really loud, you don't have headphones, whatever. You can turn on the captions, all right? But we getting right back into it by popular demand. Because here at Biz Lifestyle, we aim to please, okay? We aim to please and we aim to serve. Manipulation by triangulation. That's what we're going to talk about on this drive. Manipulation by triangulation and how to reverse engineer it for real. I'm going to tell you how to reverse engineer that thing, okay? Reference my previous video for further insight. But we gonna hit some of the finer points today. First and foremost, we're gonna talk about triangulation and its purpose. All right, and this ain't just for narcissists. Okay, this is just in any like toxic encounter. Triangulation could be used anytime. Like it ain't necessarily just narcissists. I wanna make that very clear. Okay. Triangulation is essentially when someone tries to use their interaction with someone new to pressure you, to disarm you, to upset you, to anger you, to have you come out of your character, to trigger you, to push you, to pull you, to disarm you, to manipulate you, to cause you pain, to cause you anguish, to plant seeds of insecurity within you. If you have ever experienced a triangulation, drop it down in the comment section. Please share that with us. Share it with me. Let me know. All right? I'm going to do my best to make eye contact because it's important to me. However, safety first, I keep my eyes on the road. But I'm here with you. Trust and believe. Listen to my voice. Okay? Listen to my voice. No games being played. Sometimes the triangulation is only happening to trigger you. It's only happening for your benefit. They're performing, all right? They're not necessarily interacting with this person because they like them, because they love them, because they need them. They're doing it to piss you off, all right? How many of you have been triangulated and you saw the new supply or you saw the new person in their life and it had you like, this who you This what you doing? This what you doing? Listen, I'm going to share a bit of my experience. It's happened to me before. When I had an opportunity to like see what my quote unquote, what the op was supposed to be, which I never viewed it like that because I know me. I love me. People play games and I'm aware of that. You feel me? Don't ever let anybody set you in motion. When someone can trigger you or control, they got power over you. Just because you feel a feeling does not mean that you're supposed to act on it. A feeling is just an alert system or an informational, like how your phone goes off when you get a text message. It's the same thing. Never let somebody set you in motion. It's dangerous when someone else can trigger you to the point where it causes you to act. And then it's like you don't even have control of your impulses. Life is going to test you. And especially if you're in a toxic relationship, you will be tested. Okay? Be aware and be a leader. Be fit and be strong. I don't care if you got to count backwards. I don't care if you got to do alphabets. I don't care if you got to go on a walk. I don't pray. Whatever it is that you got to do to tap into your restraint and your discipline. Someone literally has control over us if they can trigger us to react. All right? We tend to feel quicker than we think. I've said this before on this channel. We tend to feel quicker than we think. It's a visceral reaction. And if an opportunity, if the scenario comes up where you triangulate it, and it might even happen and you didn't even realize it. All right? Narcs, these narkies, like they'll deliberately invite you to the kitty birthday party knowing that the new supply is there. They're going to invite you to the sip and paint knowing that the new supply is there. They're going to invite you to the cookout with every intention on you having to be in the same space and sharing space with the new supply. They do a lot of that. They know who you are, but you don't know who they is. You know what it is, but they don't know quite what's going on. They only know what they was being told. I'm going to bring it down a little bit because I'm excited. But I want y'all to get this healing. I want y'all to get this understanding because it's real. It's deep. Again, master manipulation at its highest levels. If you ain't never been through it, you ain't never seen it, you wouldn't think it was real. You would think people were making it up, but it happens. All right? So they invite you to the function knowing that the new supply is there. The new supply may know who you are or have some insight. If you are tapped in, you know what I mean, and in alignment with your intuition, something ain't gonna feel right. But I know for me personally, I'm a shoe person. If you hadn't noticed, this is a lifestyle-based channel. Okay, I ain't perfect, but I got a bit of a shoe sickness. And I ain't necessarily saying I'm gonna go around passing judgment on people based on, but everybody got beaters. But even my beaters be wavy. I'm silly, but I'm in a good mood. I'm happy. All right, and I'm happy to be here with you. I appreciate you. Square business. But I seen them shoes leaning to the side a little bit. I was like, yeah, ain't nothing up. Ain't no op, ain't no competition. I'm my only competition. I know who I am and I'm one-on-one. Like, I ain't worried about it if that's what you call yourself doing. Because the thing is, if you able to like shrug that thing up off of you, it drives them crazy. When you react specifically to a toxic person or a narcissist, when you get in your bed, when you get in your feelings, they love it. It's like orgasmic. It's like the highest of highs. You know what I mean? When you react, because it gives them a false sense of validation and confirmation that they got you out here in these streets acting like this. They got you at the family cookout raising your voice. They made you get up from the card table. Something cold-blooded got to happen to get me to get up from the domino table or the card table. They trying to get you to get up from the card table. Okay? Do not get up from the card table. Tuck it in. As I like to say, tuck it in. I ain't saying your feelings are valid and you're going to feel them. It's natural, but you got to tuck that in. Don't ever let them see you sweat. Don't ever let them see you sweat. All right, tuck that thing in, and then you can channel that energy elsewhere later. Because like I said, I want to drive that point home. You're not wrong for feeling away. But if somebody went to all them lengths to do that, like, don't get them what they want. If you feel unsafe in the situation, make your exit. Don't announce yourself. Don't. Just make your exit and leave. But if you're safe in the situation and there's no imminent threat, I'm finna play my hand out. I'm about to play my hand out. It is what it is. Like, I can't. A woman of your caliber, they can't have that type of power of you. A man of your pedigree, a leader, king. Don't let nobody run you, bro. But be smart. I ain't saying be a lame ever. Fellas, ladies, I ain't saying be a lame ever. But avoid the confrontation, because that can put you in a situation that is detrimental to you and your future. So don't act out. Don't come out of your character. Open your chest up. Get to slamming them cards down on the table like, yeah! Like we in a spade game. Don't overreact. Like, don't, you know what I mean? Stay classy. Keep it classy. Keep it classy. And understand that this was done by design, right? Now, I'll give you another scenario. If they happen to bring somebody into your home, listen, I can't say either way what your reaction should be. And like I said, I'm not telling you that you're wrong, but I just want to get, for those of you who are new to it or in the process of you experiencing this triangulation, you didn't understand exactly what was going on, but know that it makes it different when you realize that they staged it. They did it on purpose. These people are very intentional. They love to play games. They love to play with you. Yes, yeah, you. They love to play with you. They intentionally had this person come over. They're trying to make you jealous. They're trying to make you feel some type of way. But I'm a reverse engineer. I'm gonna turn on that charm, turn on that charisma. I ain't rubbing no elbows and I ain't shaking no hands. We ain't doing none of that, but I'm not gonna act out. And what that does is it throws the new person off, because as I covered in the previous video, even before things feel like they're going bad to you, they're smearing your name. They're smearing your name in public. We're gonna delve into this in another video, but I will touch on it briefly. In my humble opinion, if you all have acquaintances and associates in common, you may as well leave them alone. The fact of the matter is, people who really know what you're about, they're gonna know the truth. And at the very minimum, they're gonna know enough to say, okay, B wouldn't just do that. Like, it's a piece missing to this puzzle. I don't got the whole story. And since she's not here to speak her piece, then I'm just gonna have to leave that alone. I tell people all the time, interact with me based on your engagement with me. Don't listen to secondhand information. Don't, you know what I mean, partake in gossip. You want to know about me, you're gonna have to get it from me, because my experience with these people, with different people, is different. It might be different than the energy that I give you. You understand me? And people have a tendency of playing victim. They don't tell the whole story. They don't tell what they did. They don't tell the part that they had to play. They tell what, like, paints them like in a better light. You know what I mean? They tell a version of the story that will cause a simple person to want to side with them. They're smearing your name to these people. And hopefully, again, if they got good sense, and that's the good thing, one of the good things about going through a situation like this, it'll let you know who's really for you. It'll let you know who's authentic. It'll let you know, who you may be able to move forward with. It'll give you a great insight into people. That's one thing I can say about it. It'll show you the truth. It's gonna get a little messy, but it'll show you the truth. It'll show you the truth. But I would say keep your distance, you know, until you know what's what, because they've been smearing your name to people. Because they know it's going to go down eventually. They know you're going to catch on. They know you're probably at some point going to figure them out. And at the bare minimum, you're going to get tired of how you're being treated, and you're going to be forced to make a move. And they know that. So they're already planting the seeds for that, which is a part of the reason why they always got supply on deck. Like, they need that. And the triangulation, again, is designed to make you act out. So they've already been smearing your name. So if you go to the cocktail party with your nice clothes on and your hair done, fellas with your fresh cut, looking good and smelling good, ladies, put that thing on. You go to the cocktail party acting up, they're gonna say, see, I told you she was crazy. That's why I'm dealing with her. Oh, see, that's why I'm dealing with him. I told you he crazy. That's why I went and got him. That's what they're doing. They're setting it up. They're setting it up. So don't fall into the trap of it. Like, pay attention to what's going on, so that you can come out of it, you know what I mean, with your integrity, with poise, with dignity, and with class. And so that the narrative won't line up. If you act out, it's going to fall right in line with the narrative. But if you maintain your poise and your dignity, keep your head held high, you know what I mean, it's not going, the math ain't going math. People going to be looking like, that's not how she always been cool to me. I don't know what you talking. Hey, he always showed me love. He always been respectable. Always bring a bottle to the function. Always look good, smell good. Hell, if you don't want them, I want them. Fellas, that's what they gonna say. You feel me? I don't know what you're talking about. They're already painting that narrative. And if you act out, you're gonna give it credence. So be aware. Be careful of that. Be mindful of that. But man, when you keep your calm, it shows people like what you're really made of, what you're really about. When you keep your calm in those situations and you don't let it get to you. And you're not out here pressed, and then your feelings, like, do the feelings thing when you get to the house. He gonna cry when he get in the car. Do your feelings thing when you get in your vehicle. Don't do it. Don't do it at the pool party. Don't do that. And that's really what I want to make clear, that the triangulation is, again, another form of manipulation and control. And a lot of times they get new supply for different reasons, but a lot of the times they go get that new supply just to trigger you, and it's supposed to reel you back in. You're supposed to act like every other person that they tried this with. Again, this is not their first go round. You are not the first, and you will not be the last time. Okay? And with every other person, 8.5 times out of 10, when the new supply appeared, it was supposed to make you come running. It was supposed to make you say, oh no. It was supposed to trigger your ego. Keep that ego in check. Pride comes before destruction. Pride comes before the fall. Keep your ego in check. Be a strategist and be an analyst. It's going to take that. You got to be tapped in spiritually to make it through this unharmed, and you have to be an analyst. Keep it player. You got to keep it player in order to make your way through this, or they're gonna be successful in it. Don't overreact. It's very important for you to be able to hold your mud. You gotta be able to hold your mud, because it's all about reactions. They feed off of it and they love it. They want to see you go crazy. Like, they want to see you lose it. They want to see you go off. All right? Sometimes the new supply is just a timing thing. Like I said, their attention span is short. They get bored. But one of the main objectives is to get you to react to it and to get you to fight with them. They feed off of that. And they out here like, man, I got these two people at the barbecue arguing and fighting over me. I must be something. I must be cold. I must be a bad mother. I got them out here arguing and fighting over me. Adults out here throwing hands, Ladies, y'all out here pulling hair and ripping shirts and throwing sandals. While he's sitting there eating chicken. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, ladies. Keep it classy. Flip it on them. Be a reverse engineer of that thing. Flip it on. Don't ever let nobody see you sweat. Don't ever let nobody have you come out your character. And that's what triangulation is about. These people like to be entertained. Like I said, in a lot of ways, they're like adolescents. They're like underdeveloped children in a lot of ways. Like, that's how you treat them. That's like that. That's how you should look at them, like children. 'Cause that's how they behave. A lot of the time. That's what it is. I'll continue to delve deeper into triangulation. If you all would like, as always, feel free to drop it down in the comment section. I appreciate the interaction. You know what I mean? I appreciate the feedback. I'm in the last video, so I'm gonna keep it coming. And I know it's helping a lot of people based on the feedback I got, the messages I got, the comments I got. I know it helps people. So I'm gonna keep these coming. Feel free to check out my Instagram. Put it up on the screen. Worthy XII, Worthy 1212 on Instagram. Y'all can check me out there too. And I'm gonna check y'all out too. It gets better. I promise. If you fight through it, it gets better. And like, I'm also gonna make a video that talks about like the after effects. And I'm gonna talk about that from my personal experience, how I was affected, like how it affected my psyche, how it affected like how I interact with people, how I approach situations, because it wasn't all negative, I'll tell you that. I know it may sound crazy right now, but it's a blessing to go through it, especially if you make it through it intact. Like that whole what don't kill you, yeah. This is that. And it's real. It definitely made me a better person. But I had to go through some things. I had to go through some things, but it definitely made me better, and I'm happier than I've ever been. I'm more at peace, I'm more whole, and I'm more prepared. I'm ready. You understand me? I'm ready, and my boundaries are intact. My boundaries are intact, and I'm operating from a place of abundance, not a place of need or desperation, or ain't no survival mode. I'm not of a victim mindset. That's a dangerous place to be. It's an easy place to find yourself in, but being of a victim mindset is dangerous. You gotta be careful about that, because that's where they want you at for real. So be sharp. Be sharp. Be strong. Be mentally fit. Understand what it is you're dealing with out here. And be mindful of the triangulation. So that way you can say, I know exactly what this is. I know exactly what it is I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. You feel me? Either that, or you're reflecting back on it now and you're saying to yourself, that's exactly what happened. And hopefully, you didn't overreact, or it didn't drive you too crazy, or you know what I mean, and cause you to come out of your character too much, because that would be, again, the natural reaction to have. They invite the new supply as they cousin or they out of town homeboy to your family's function, or even they family's function, and you there. This they friend. This just my friend. This they friend. It's deep. The lows that these people will go to. And I ain't just talking about darky narkies. I'm talking about toxic people in general. It's the reaction. And you kind of got to learn to wrap your mind around the fact that they don't think or move or operate like you. And once you learn how they think without letting it contaminate you, it's a superpower. I feel like I know how they think. I know in the moments now, as things are happening, what to look for, and to make sure that I don't overreact to it, because that's what they want me to do. And they're going to use that to try to draw you back in later. Either they're trying to use the triangulation or forms of manipulation to draw you back in, or to throw it up in your face and hold it against you later, and to add to the smear campaign. So do not, you've heard the saying, don't give them the ammunition. Because like I said, they're already smearing you. So don't live up to the hype. Don't live up to the stereotype. Don't live up to the gossip. Don't live up to the rumors. Don't live up to the BS. And it's hard because you're at a phase where like you're trying to figure things out. But you're expected to put, you know, your best foot forward. And to even do things that are counterintuitive. That are counter-reactive. And I want to put you on to something before I get up out of here too. Because it's the right thing to do. Like I gotta, you know, give y'all this game. I gotta put you up on game. The more you're able to maintain your control, the more that you're able to remain poised and be still, the more they're gonna push. So expect it. Expect it. The more you keep your cool, the more they're gonna want to show out. Expect it. It's psychological warfare, and I ain't trying to be melodramatic. It's the truth, or at least that was my experience about it. It frustrates them when they're not able to control you, possess you, and get you to react and do what it is that they want you to do. It frustrates them when they can't get you to do what all their other exes did, what all the other supply did. But see, that's what sets you apart. That's what makes you different. That's what made me different. That's what makes them Hoover, which we gonna talk about them things too. Them Hoovers. We're gonna talk about that too in another video. Again, drop it down in the comment section. Let me know if you want me to elaborate or expound on the Hoover. All right. That's what makes them Hoover 3 years later, 3 months later, 10 years later. Like, you would think somebody would move on after that. But again, people are possessions to them and they feel entitled to you. Toxic people, narcissists in particular, they feel entitled to you. Even once you're done. They feel entitled to you. Who are you to think high enough of yourself to want to move on to a healthy relationship? And oh my, don't mess around and find yourself in a healthy relationship where you loved and you happy and you smiling, and they set up that fake account and they follow you on your socials and they can see it. Again, that's another thing. One more thing, because I didn't get y'all to get one more thing, and I'm gonna get up out of here. I don't want to make it too long. They're always watching you. They're watching you. For the most part, unless you're one of those people who has absolutely no social media, you have no friends in common, you were able to move, change jobs, relocate, all it. And you would be surprised, because you got to understand they anticipated the fallout before it happened. If they ever had access to any of your documentation, if they've been to your family's home, if they know addresses of people that you're close to, if, like I said, if they know where you work, if they know places that you frequent, if they know what your interests are, they know the gym where you work out, they know where your best friend lives, they know where your dog groomer is, they know what vet you go to, they know where you go get your oil changes. They're watching. I ain't saying all narcs are exactly alike. I ain't saying all toxic people, but they will drive by your house to see if your car is parked outside. They'll drive by your house to see if it's a new car or something parked next to yours that they ain't never seen before. Unless you are in a position to change everything about your life, they're watching. That's fact. Fake accounts, flying monkeys. Oh, we gonna talk about the flying monkeys. I don't know if you ever heard that term before as it pertains to narcissism and toxic people, but we can get into that too, because I feel like I could do this all day. God good. And my energy high. And the love is real. So I can get into it. The flying monkeys, the people that they assign like to call on their behalf because you got them blocked and they following you on social media, the reporters, and they reporting back about what they saw. Oh yeah, it's real. It's real. But yeah, I'm gonna go on and get up out of here, man. Y'all feel free to hit me up if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Drop it down in the comment section. Send me an email to askbizlifestyle@gmail.com. Check out my Instagram. I'm gonna throw it all up on the screen. Check the about page. Links to my socials. Address to my P.O. box. You want to send a sock, a stick of gum, you want to write me a note on a post-it note, you give me energy, I'm going to give it back with nothing but love and respect. The link to my Cash App, PayPal is there. You want to make a small donation to the channel, that would be much appreciated, and it's going right back into the channel when I'm here regardless. Because this is not just for you, it's for me, and it ain't just for me, it's for you. And I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I will never take that for granted, no matter how big or small. Until we meet again. Yep. Till we meet again, I'm out. Ha.